the rest of that story. And a 16-year-old was arrested in a park shooting. 16-year-old and a 17-year-old girl fatally shot outside her apartment in Brooklyn. The suspect is at large. We'll talk about that and more coming up next.
Dexter says, I give up. He's just too stupid to talk. Says the
already read it.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. I had another one I thought you already read, but I'm going to skip that one.
Let me see what else I got. As far as the ones that have already been read.
But hey, that's the first time I've done that this morning.
So whatever. We're having issues with the video feed. So I apologize. I've been trying to restart it for a while now, and every time I do, it just keeps on messing up more. So I'm trying once again. I just stopped it and restarted it again. So if you guys are trying to watch on video, I apologize.
Holy crap-a-moly. Just check the stock market. Dow Jones down 548 points. We are about to fall below 29,000. Apple sheds 3%. So NASDAQ sheds 3% as Apple slides big time. Bank of America slides big time. So we're getting ready to be less than 29,000. First time that's happened in a long time. I will check my investments. I should have bailed out months ago, and I didn't. I should have.
I'm not worried about my pay less than my JCPenney.
Yeah, because they're already broke. They both filed bankruptcy.
Well, that's why I'm not worried about it.
842 news this morning being brought to you by WWRV. 3 RV parks in one in Carlsbad. If you're looking for a place to lay your head at night in Carlsbad and you have an RV, all utilities included in the pricing. They have 30 and 50 amps, and they're pet friendly, very well lit up with street lights there. And, great play. Oh, they have premier internet for streaming movies and gamings at every one of their locations. 988-0392, or just go to that website, wwrv3.com. Tom checks in with news. We're coming right back. Be in the Breakfast Club, W105.
I'm Tom A. Reese with MTD Radio News, in charge of Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. David Schultz Jr., a property owner in Hobbs, was cited by Hobbs Animal Control for a case of possible animal cruelty involving 2 dead rabbits, 4 starving cats, and other animals. Acting on a complaint from a neighbor, reported a foul smell coming from a home in the 900 block of West Cooper. The neighbor also viewed dead animals. Animal control officers went to the home on September the 7th and discovered the animals. And according to reports, Schultz told the animal control officers that he'd been gone for several weeks working out of town in Texas. Reports indicate that Schultz asked his daughter to look after the animals, but she was unable to do so because of a busy work schedule and had an unreliable vehicle to get to his father's home for several weeks. 27-year-old Christopher Nathan Beltran of Roswell, who allegedly shot and killed his ex-girlfriend in June of last year, pleaded guilty to 1 count of second-degree murder and a plea deal in 5th District Court in Roswell on Monday. According to reports, 34-year-old Dominique Gonzalez was found shot to death by Roswell police inside the front door of a residence in the 400 block of East Forest Street. Beltran was originally charged with first-degree murder. Republican gubernatorial candidate Mark Ronchetti was in Albuquerque on Wednesday to unveil his crime plan, which includes expanding the 3 strikes law if elected governor.
We're proposing a change in the 3 strikes law, and that change would effectively start to widen out the laws that would be covered under this.
The 3 strikes law went into effect in the state in 1994, and Ronchetti would expand the law to include
kidnapping, aggravated assault, things like that all need to be added in to our 3 strikes law across the state.
And we thank our news partner, KOAT TV, for contributing to this report. By the way, Ronchetti will be in Hobbs for a meet and greet on Sunday at 4 p.m. at the Baymont Wyndham Hotel at 3510 North Central. The City of Carlsbad Sanitation Department reported a total of 96 tons of trash between June and August of this year was dumped into the Sandpoint landfill east of Carlsbad. And most of that trash came from increased construction projects across Eddy County. In charge of the news for Southeast New Mexico and West Texas, I'm Tom A. Reese.
Are you a licensed mental health counselor? Do you specialize in substance abuse treatment and counseling? The GEO Group at Lee County Correctional Facility in Hobbs has immediate openings for these positions. Would you like to work in security? Cadets start out at $17.50 per hour and receive a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Once certified, you'll get another $1,000 bonus and $20 per hour. The GEO Group is also seeking academic, vocational, and special education instructors. Great benefits, excellent pay, and a career that makes a difference. To apply, visit jobs.geogroup.com. That's jobs.geogroup.com.
I'm Tom A. Reese.
And I'm Kevin B. from B on the Breakfast Club.
New Mexico House Republicans support the working men and women of New Mexico.
NMHRCC strongly supports the energy industry and the thousands of hardworking people that make energy decisions every day.
The industry is under attack today by environmental extremists and progressive Democrats in Santa Fe that want to destroy your jobs and your family's security and future.
The New Mexico House of Republicans, led by Jim Towson, are fighting to protect the industry and your jobs. But we need your help. We are raising money to protect and elect candidates that support you, your family, and your company.
Would you please help us? Would you please send us a financial contribution so that we can fight for you? Let's get more people to Santa Fe to help Jim Townsend protect our industry. Today, we're asking you for your help. Please, let's not let the industry be ruined of a left-wing extreme.
Join the fight to elect more Republicans in New Mexico. Donate today at nmhrcc.org. That's nmhrcc.org. Paid for by the NMHRCC.
Hear ye, hear ye. Step back in time for the time of your life at the first annual Cavern City Renaissance Festival. Peruse over 30 artists and vendors. Grab a turkey leg, drink a pint of ale, swim with a mermaid, sing with a pirate, and watch over 20 knights compete in armored combat. Gather your party and head down to the Lake Carlsbad Beach Park, September 30th and October 1st. Advertisement paid for by the City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
Are you ready? Ready to get thousands more than ever before? Hey, this is Big Ben, and Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan is ready to give you thousands more than ever before. For your current car, we know you're out there and you want to cash in. So if you want thousands more than ever before, you have to act now before the market prices hit the floor. Cars, trucks, vans, or SUVs, we buy them all, big or small. Not to mention, for a limited time, we'll even pay off your current loan when we make a deal. What a steal! Don't be shy and let this opportunity pass you by. Don't hesitate or you'll lose the interest rates. Thousands more than ever before. And we work with all credit scores. You could potentially lower your current monthly payment or get into a vehicle with considerably better gas mileage. Now's the time to take advantage of these amazing offers. But there's only one place to go if you want thousands more than ever before. And that's the big store, Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan, 701 West Navajo Drive in Hobbs, or anytime online at PermianGM.com.
Millrock Distribution, an Applied U.S. Energy-owned company, has been in Carlsbad for 5 years. Millrock is moving locations to 4303 National Parks Highway and expanding their team. Millrock is currently looking for 3 warehouse and driver positions. Millrock offers advancement opportunities to inside sales and more for the right person. Millrock offers competitive hourly pay, overtime pay, 401k, insurance, vacation, and a monthly bonus plan. You must be able to pass a background check, a drug screen, and a driving check. Our applicant needs to have experience in driving forklifts and 3/4-ton pickup trucks with trailers. Millrock Distribution is a fast-paced company serving the oil and gas industrial markets with 24/7 on-call service. To apply in person, stop by Millrock's current location, 5208 Rotary Drive in Carlsbad. Millrock Distribution is an equal opportunity employer.
When you live your life in Wrangler clothes, it's hard to imagine working a 9-to-5 without them. While protection is important, you want clothes with style and comfort. And now, thanks to Wrangler flame-resistant apparel, you can have it all. Wrangler FR is designed to protect you from burn injury on the job, while continuing to offer the comfort and durability you'd expect from Wrangler. Stop by Benny's Western Store, 205 West Main in Artesia, and 107 South Canyon in Carlsbad to try on some Wrangler FR apparel today. When it comes to work clothes, wear clothes that work for you.
Are you a licensed mental health counselor? Do you specialize in substance abuse treatment and counseling? The GEO Group at Lee County Correctional Facility in Hobbs has immediate openings for these positions. Would you like to work in security? Cadets start out at $17.50 per hour and receive a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Once certified, you'll get another $1,000 bonus and $20 per hour. The GEO Group is also seeking academic, vocational, and special education instructors. Great benefits, excellent pay, and a career that makes a difference. To apply, visit jobs.geogroup.com. That's jobs.geogroup.com.
Carlsbad's evening hotspot is Cal's Shade Western Lounge and Package, featuring nightly drink specials, karaoke Wednesday nights, open mic Thursdays for ladies' night with $1 off drinks. Plus, most Friday and Saturday nights feature live music. Don't forget the 24-lane bowling action of Cal's Cactus Lanes Bowling and Recreation Center with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights. And Eat at the Cajun Station Wednesday through Saturday. A restaurant, 2 lounges, package store, and recreation center, all at 1611 South Canal in Carlsbad. Cal's Shade Western and Cal's Cactus Lanes also cater parties and events at your location or theirs. Call 887-9012 for Cal's Shade Western.
What is going on?
Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet and carlsbadchevrolet.com.
My goodness, I'm getting really anxious here.
Call or text 877-396-W105.
Welcome to the Bat Cave.
Welcome to the Dumbass Cave, as I'm discussing the whole phone. Mr. I'll try to help you, but you can't help yourself by charging the thing.
I had it at 61%.
Whatever. Now it's at 0.
Yeah, it just
come on, bro.
It just magically decharged.
Well, it's not supposed to go that far. I mean,
are you
used up that fast?
Whatever. Looks like rumors swirling about Terry Bradshaw's health concerns.
Oh my!
He has put his 744-acre Oklahoma ranch up for sale. It can be yours for $22.5 million.
Whoa.
And Tom Hanks says, in his opinion, he's only made 4 really good movies during his career.
I bet it's.
Did he name them?
He didn't name them. He didn't name them.
I bet you it's. Box of chocolates.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Could you even name? Could you actually get the name of the movies right?
So what was the one where
Forrest Gump.
he talked to the volleyball?
That was Stranded.
Castaway.
And then
Damn,
there's
Tom, you're 0 for 0, bro.
Well,
Okay, those were 2 good ones.
Yeah, won the Academy Award for Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, and he actually remembered the name of that one.
Right.
The one where the guy had AIDS. That's great, Tom. Good job.
And
So
then
that's 3.
he won the 2nd consecutive Academy Award, too, for Forrest Gump. And then right after that, he filmed Apollo 13, was nominated for an Academy Award in that.
But can't remember his damn password. I'm just pointing out the obvious here. What is the password?
For mine?
Well, you can't remember to charge your damn phone, but you got a bunch of useless stuff rolling around. Maroon 5 reveals that they will begin their Las Vegas residency coming up in 2023. Great place for Adam Levine.
You'll be sending some flirtatious texts.
Oh, yeah. He really wants to love somebody. Wasn't that one of their songs?
Probably.
That whole town is a pot smoking town.
What?
I was there last year with my daughter, right? Las Vegas. And you smelled pot throughout the whole town.
She probably smokes more pot than I do, Tom.
It was awful, man. You can't go nowhere. Homeless people on the street in boxes.
Well, you might have me there, but it's going to keep you away, people smoking pot.
Yeah, even if
I didn't, my wife didn't complain. I mean, the smell that comes out of your ass is far worse than any pot I ever smelled.
I can't imagine that Tom would ever have fun in a place like Vegas, because Vegas is about spending money, and that's one thing Tom does not do.
Well, but I mean, he did go see Barry Manilow.
The only thing that Tom would be excited about Vegas is all the buffets.
At the Copa, they're gone.
$48 a buffet.
They're gone. There's only one buffet when we went there last year that was open, and that was at the MGM, and it was $80 a plate.
Right.
$80 per person.
You guys are doing this buffet, this Vegas thing wrong, because I get comped buffets when I go.
Yeah, but they're closed.
Yeah.
They COVID killed them. And they figured out they could make money elsewhere. So they killed the buffets. I mean, even casinos in New Mexico, which I won't mention names, they've killed the buffet too.
Yeah.
So, New York girl 17, fatally shot outside her Brooklyn apartment. Suspect is at large, just hanging out with her friends. 2 suspects on scooters open fire.
What?
Yeah, on scooters. And Santa Fe police arrested a suspect in his role in the murder last month at Wrangler Park. 16-year-old Judah Trujillo was arrested and charged by police with first-degree murder. He's 16 years old. 6 injured in a shooting in Oakland, California at a school for immigrants. Police are investigating the shooting. 6 adults on campus were injured. That houses a school that recently arrived for immigrants recently arriving in the United States. Multiple people alerted the Oakland Police Department to the fact of gunshots ringing out. They are trying to investigate this at the time. They investigated. Somebody drove by the school and began shooting. These are kids that have just gotten in country. Why would we have to have a separate school for them? Well, only in California. And we talked a little bit yesterday about the pipeline, Nord Stream pipeline, methane leaking from the Nord Stream pipeline. It's damaged, is likely to be the biggest burst of potential greenhouse gases on record, is what they're saying. And I'm going to tell you, it was only weeks before that those explosions happened. Didn't President Biden say something about something could happen to it?
Oh, in February, he said something would. He said if Ukraine and Russia go to war, that it'll be the end of the Nord Stream pipeline. They're like, well, how would you control that? Because Germany controls that. He goes, it'll happen. You mark, it'll happen. Oh, so now these mysterious explosions.
Very mysterious.
While NATO happened to be doing some maneuvers in the area.
Huh.
So it's either, there's a lot of people are saying it's a false flag. There's a lot of rumors going around about that.
Hey, Texas saying that, you know what, Tom? The reason your tires get torn up on the inside, it's from driving with minimal amount of air, causing the rim.
Well, and the other thing, have you ever driven with him? I mean, hitting the
I don't think that makes
the rattle strips.
Oh,
what are those called?
He just drives on them. It's the only thing that keeps him awake.
Hey, have you guys?
He likes the way it tickles him.
Have you guys seen? I don't know why they have it out in the middle of out here on the road going towards into town. A rumble strip. Have you seen those? The white rumble strips?
Do you mean on the Denver City Highway?
Yeah, coming this way.
They left those up. They were up since
when they had the stop signs. You were oblivious.
I mean, you're totally. I'm just noticing that
when they had the stop signs up, when they had
for the fair,
right?
They just left those on the street. I'm sure it would be a pain in the butt to try to pull them up.
Oh my dear Lord!
Oh, you see those rumble strips?
I have never seen them before. So I drive there like 2-3 times a day
because they had an extra stop sign up there to stop traffic, to divert it away from where the fair was going to be.
And people were not used to the stop sign, so they put the rumble strips.
It's been 2 months already. You think they can wear it? Take it off.
Well, you would think that you would have already noticed it.
I know.
Wow. Sunny 85 today, 85 tomorrow, 85 on Saturday, 83 on Saturday. We'll be in the 50s, mid 50s every night of the week. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store. They have a large selection of FR jeans, coveralls, need winter wear. They've got you covered there too. And while you're there, check out the furniture, appliances, electronics, 0 down financing. Talk to them about that offer. And next door, Scrub Outfitters. They've got the big name brands of scrubs, Healing Hands, Mecatures, Peaches, and more. They also have the cute compression socks, shoes. You're going to be on your feet all day. You want to make sure and take care of your feet. Scrub Outfitters can take care of all of that. Scrub Outfitters and Rig Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall. Good news of the day this morning. We're getting to that next, Tom.
My texter says about my brain.
What about it?
Well, Skip. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you proved the point. We got you. Thank you.
We can just do the good news.
Yeah, get the good news.
I guess we need a break.
Good news of the day being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rustin Hayes. Can take care of all your insurance, home, auto, life, commercial. He's right across the street from Bob's Thriftway, 575-396-0513. He's your Farmers Insurance Agent. Also, if you've got somebody in the house or somebody that you know that Part B Medicare, you want to make sure they get the best plan at the lowest possible price. And there are a lot of predatory companies out there that will make the calls to people. Happens with my mom all the time, only like a gazillion times a day. True story. We actually had to put a phone blocker on, but a lot of them get through. And I checked, in one day, my mom had over 100 messages. Most of them, these predatory son of a bucks calling, trying to get her switch her Part B Medicare to them. Don't trust those guys. I'm just saying, trust somebody that's local, somebody that knows what they're doing, and somebody that's not going to take care of them, take advantage of them. That's so important. That's Herschel Rustin Hayes. Give Rustin a call today, 575-396-0513. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
So a guy in Pennsylvania who likes to dress up as Captain America for events got to be a real-life hero in plain clothes on Monday. He saw an out-of-control truck and realized the driver was passed out. So he made a U-turn, got to the truck just as it was heading towards some houses, and dove through the passenger side window and was able to stop the vehicle. It turned out the guy was in diabetic shock, Tom A., but it sounds like he's okay. You never know when you'll meet your soulmate or where. 4 years ago, a 37-year-old woman from Detroit was training for a marathon to lose weight after a divorce, and she started chatting with a runner from England on an online forum. She eventually flew 3,700 miles to London for a first date. Now they're married, living in her hometown, and just had a baby. And that is the good news of the day.
And you know what? She doesn't. I don't have to listen to her.
But she better know the rules.
I'm the boss.
She better know the
She better
rules.
know the Tom A rules before she comes into my house.
By the way, now this is the texter. Tom A, your brain is in the neighborhood of North America, says the texter.
It's somewhere.
And another one says he needs to see a psychedelic and smoke a bogey. What's a bogey?
Doobie.
A doobie.
He needs something.
Maybe that'll straighten him out.
I
says
mean,
the texter.
mushrooms might help him. I don't know.
I think I'm off my
Bogey?
pizza.
Wow, how do you get bogey from doobie?
And by the way, is that a B or a D? They are making advancements using mushrooms to treat post-traumatic stress disorder and all kind of other stuff. True story.
I think I'm off my pizza.
Not the same kind of mushrooms, bro.
Oh.
Anything might help him. I mean, I'm thinking a hit to the head might help.
I always wore a helmet. I couldn't play sports.
You didn't play sports.
Right.
Water boy is not included.
But I bet the guy who did, though, he's standing in the wings. He's tall enough.
Dude,
Mike
what?
Gallagher.
He's talking about our extended version guest. He's just any way to divert.
Go get Mike some awa.
He's
So, all right, we're coming right back. We got the extended version coming up next. News checking in, being brought to you by North Star Fuel. If you're driving and loving this morning, man, lots of construction and congestion. Make sure and fill up before you get to Loving. You can do that by stopping at North Star. They're between Carlsbad and Loving. They accept WEX cards, gas cards, TCH, all major credit cards and debit cards. And you get all your water and ice and everything you need for the day before you get to Loving. Check them out today, 2519 Pecos Highway, North Star Fuel, and, of course, right between Carlsbad and Loving. We're coming right back. He's with Lee County. He's going to be talking about what's going on in Lee County.
Mike Gallagher will be our guest next.
At least they didn't call him Mike something else. Never can tell with this
Mark
dude.
Reeder?
Yeah, Mark Reeder. The great Mark Reeder. 5 minutes after 9, KWMW, Malgamore, 105.1 FM. We're right back.
This is a Fox News Alert. I'm Chris Foster. Waters receding along Florida's western coast, that is. Wind, flooding, and record storm surge from what was Hurricane Ian has damaged or destroyed an untold number of homes.
The impacts of this storm are historic, and the damage that was done has been historic, and this is just off initial assessments.
It's Governor Ron DeSantis. The storm's hitting central and northeastern Florida today. The man accused of driving into a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, Darrell Brooks, is allowed to act as his own attorney when his trial starts Monday. Judge Jennifer Doro.
I cannot make a finding based upon the record before me that Mr. Brooks suffers from a major mental illness that would interfere with his ability to represent himself.
6 people died, dozens injured at that parade on November 21st, hit by an SUV swerving back and forth, prosecutors say, to maximize the damage. America's listening to Fox News.
Around here we work hard and play hard, so we gotta gear up right. The Working Guy store has got you covered. Get at a price you're gonna like.
Shop the Working Guy store and save on Carhartt. Buy a pair of Carhartt boots and get free socks. Buy a pair of Carhartt gloves and get free safety glasses. Shop the Working Guy store, 109 East Broadway, where work boots start at $29.99.
Attention gun and knife enthusiasts. Los Alamos Ammo presents the Carlsbad Gun Show, Saturday, October 1st and Sunday, October 2nd at the Pecos River Village Conference Center. Guns, ammunition, knives, reloading supplies, Western collectibles, and great gifts, jewelry, collectibles, and more. Brands you know and love like Winchester, Colt, Ruger, Chase, and so much more. Open Saturday, 9 to 5, 10 to 4 on Sunday. Adults $6, kids 12 to 17 only $3, and discounted 2-day passes are available. The Carlsbad Gun Show, October 1st and 2nd at the Pecos River Village Conference Center in Carlsbad. Buy, sell, trade. Don't miss it.
Find new roads in a new Chevy from Sierra Blanca Motors this summer. Test drive a sporty new Chevy Trax, sexy Equinox, sleek Trailblazer, or rugged Silverado. Pre-order the perfect automobile today. Shop their lot online or in person. New units arriving daily. Sierra Blanca Motors in Ruidoso, Southern New Mexico's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, and Chevy headquarters. They make it simple.
Mill Rock Distribution, an Applied U.S. Energy-owned company, has been in Carlsbad for 5 years. Mill Rock is moving locations to 4303 National Parks Highway and expanding their team. Mill Rock is currently looking for 3 warehouse and driver positions. Mill Rock offers advancement opportunities to inside sales and more for the right person. Mill Rock offers competitive hourly pay, overtime pay, 401k, insurance, vacation, and a monthly bonus plan. You must be able to pass a background check, a drug screen, and a driving check. Our applicant needs to have experience in driving forklifts and 3/4-ton pickup trucks with trailers. Mill Rock Distribution is a fast-paced company serving the oil and gas industrial markets with 24/7 on-call service. To apply in person, stop by Mill Rock's current location, 5208 Rotary Drive in Carlsbad. Mill Rock Distribution is an equal opportunity employer.
The VA reports 149,756 military veterans living here in New Mexico. What doesn't get reported much are steps to improve their quality of life and honor their service. Did you know that major improvements are coming to our only long-term skilled nursing home for New Mexico veterans? Back in July, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham announced $60 million for upgrades and new home-like residences at the state's Veterans Home in Tier C. And she cut New Mexico's income tax on military retirement for the next 5 years. She's invested millions of dollars towards veteran cemeteries, a new Vietnam memorial wall, and towards the construction of a new Navajo Code Talkers Museum and Veterans Center in New Mexico. And she approved major upgrades to the Baton Memorial Park near Silver City this year too. As the daughter of a military veteran, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is a champion of New Mexico vets they can count on. Let's keep her.
Paid for by New Mexicans for Michelle.
Approved by Michelle Lujan Grisham.
Looking for an adventurous trip that's not too far from home? Queen RV Park and Restaurant is the place. Positioned between the Lincoln National Forest and the Guadalupe Mountains National Park, Queen RV and Restaurant is the perfect place to bring your horses, mountain bikes, ATVs, and dirt bikes with thousands of trails to explore and enjoy. Then finish your ride with a great meal at the Queen Restaurant, featuring the mouth-watering Mountain Man Burger, before enjoying the amenities of the RV park or cabins for rent. Queen RV Park and Restaurant in Queen, New Mexico. For reservations, call 325-513-9338 or visit Queen RV Park and Restaurant on Facebook.
The extended version of Bee and the Breakfast Club is on the air, discussing what's going on in southeast New Mexico and beyond on W105.
And we are back on the extended version.
And let's welcome our guest. We hadn't seen him in a while. He is the Lee County Manager, Mike Gallagher. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm well. Good morning, gentlemen. How
Welcome
you guys doing
to
today?
the show, man.
Well,
hey, are you buffing up or what?
I don't know, Tom. It's just the
You
shirt's
look
a little
more-
bit tighter. Give me a
Look
break.
more muscular there.
Well,
Damn,
one of
Tom's
us
checking
does.
you out, Mike.
Apparently.
Everybody looks buff compared to Tom.
He's
though.
buff,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Oh, Mike's buff working out. What's with the little hair
We're
on
getting
the...
ready for fall,
See,
man.
he's checking
You
you
know,
out. I mean, what the hell's going on here?
If you know, you do it if you can.
He's looking
Right,
good with
you
the
know?
facial hair. Yeah, got the
Thanks,
tight
Brian.
shirt going on. He's rocking it.
Mike's
So,
rocking it.
You
man.
guys were very complimentary this morning. That's really nice. Freaking me out a little bit.
Right? Well, that's just how we soften you up. Now we
Wait till
wait a
we
minute.
interview you.
Wait a
There's
minute.
some
Tom,
hard questions coming here pretty soon. I
Tom
bet.
doesn't do hard questions.
No, Tom, everything is
Softball.
softball under the hand.
Well,
Oh, I know how to play softball. So
it is Mike Gallagher. But don't come to my diamond because I'll ring you up.
okay, sounds good.
You what?
I'll ring him up. Okay. Means strike him out. That's what that means.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mike, welcome.
Hey guys.
If he doesn't fall asleep, he'll do it. But
Okay.
don't worry about it, Mike. He won't remember you.
A lot happening. By the way, we've had a very successful fair.
We did. The community as a whole, everyone had a very successful fair, a great sale. You know, it's all about the kids. And I think the volunteers, the fair goers, the kids, the parents, everybody, I think I know it was a very successful event, and people are still talking about it.
Yes, they
and
are.
it's really good. The bar has been raised again for next year. We had great entertainment, carnival, the food. Looks like you enjoyed some. It was a really good. It was a lot of fun.
Just a little.
But anyway,
It was a lot of fun. And, talking to a lot of people, they enjoy the entertainment. And I know some people made a big deal of, well, you're spending so much for entertainment. But that's what we do. We want to make sure that the citizens and whoever comes to town are enjoying the
well,
fair.
I think it's important that when you look at the entertainment budget and the budget for the fair and rodeo, you need to put that in the context of the entire county's budget. You know, this fiscal year, we're looking at spending about almost $24 million in new road chip seal construction.
Yeah.
That's not road maintenance. That's just new road chip seal. So if you look at the amount that we spend on the fair and rodeo, the entertainment, you know, our budget is a very robust budget, and we don't do that at the sacrifice of, you know, hiring employees,
Right.
maintaining roads. So I would say that we don't spend a tremendous amount. And if you look at the context of the entire budget,
Well, we're afforded that luxury thanks to the oil and gas industry in our area.
And when you look at the state fair in Albuquerque and look at Lee County
yeah.
Fair,
Yeah.
our numbers are, trump their numbers, better entertainment, and you don't get shot going to your car. I mean, it's awesome.
yeah, it's a safe environment, free
Right.
parking, and it's a solid, enjoyable family community event. And this was I've been here now for 12 years, and we've had a little bit of an interruption a couple years ago, but beside that, I think every year it's better and better.
It's the best fair in the state of New Mexico.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Tom.
And we're invited to this fair, not like in Roswell.
Would you stop? Dude,
Come on, man. Travis County's our neighbor. I don't
No,
want
but we're just poking fun at the
We're
Eastern
poking
Mexico
fun at
State
it.
Fair. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Mike. So a lot of fuss was made about the annual contribution to the state indigent fund.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
$2.1 million.
Well, that 1.9 was the quarterly payment.
Right.
So it's 4 quarter. We're going to pay about almost $7.9 million this year. So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So
Go
does
ahead.
that money go to people like it goes to the hospital for
Yeah.
people that can't afford to pay for their own? Is that part
Yeah,
of that fund?
Part of it. So what you have is each county puts in, except for Bernalillo and Sandoval, and it goes to the state, and the state uses that money from all the counties as their match to get federal funds, and then it goes to the hospitals to help pay for what's called uncompensated care, as you
Right.
described, Kevin. Those people that are not able to pay for some of their bills.
Why we exclude two counties?
And the biggest county too.
I wasn't part of drafting that legislation, so I can only.
I'm
sure.
just, I mean,
So
you know,
the biggest county, the county with the most population in the state, doesn't have to contribute.
Yeah, Bernalillo and Sandoval, those two counties are exempt, and I think part of the logic that was used when that legislation was drafted nearly 10 years ago when it was passed, that they have teaching hospitals or something. I'm not sure, but that being said, we've been doing this. It's nothing new, and we do it. And the commissioners express their opposition, but at the end of the day, we're still mandated to do it, so we do it.
yeah, I don't
So-
think any hospital should be. I mean, any county should be
Exempt.
exempt. I
Every
think
county
that's
has
crazy.
people.
I mean, that's called
Well,
taking care of your own.
When you have the most population, and probably I would guess the biggest population of people who are indigent who would use that
The
service.
largest homeless
Yeah.
population,
Yeah.
for sure. I
So-
think we could all agree on that.
Yeah, so the commissioners, it's important to note because one of the items, so we have really two items, guys. We got the safety net care pool,
Yes.
which requires us to send up 66% of what we bring in one tax. And then on top of that, we have the state mandated county Medicaid contribution, which is equal to 50%. So we actually send up $1.16 for every dollar we collect in that particular tax.
Wow.
So it's a
that is wow.
complicated ordeal,
Right.
and we deal with it. And our county commissioners, I'm proud to say that even though when the state passed that legislation, they gave counties an option to raise gross receipts tax. Lee County didn't exercise that option. Lee County didn't raise taxes. A number of other counties did, and that's their prerogative.
Mm-hmm.
But Lee County, we have, I think, the lowest tax rate in the county, the lowest tax rate in the state of New Mexico. So we handled that increase an increase in costs without raising any taxes. So I think that's very good of the board and the employees and everything else. So, that's something that we will probably deal with again in a couple months.
Right.
The next quarterly mandated payment.
We're blessed in Lee County. I actually, I was in Louisiana for 3 weeks and said, Lee County is number 2 in oil and gas production in the country. And they said, what?
Yeah.
My brother, who is in hospitality, said, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, how is the state? No, I said, well, I haven't even finished.
Yeah.
Number 4 is another county right down the street. And he said, well, how's your state broke all the time? I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah. I think, Lee County, we are fortunate. And I think that part of that, our fortune, or part of our, the good things that are happening
Sure.
here is that I think the cities and the county, we know how to work cooperatively with industry. And, there's things that you have to work out with industry like everything else. And we were able to do that. And, I think we work well. And we have the oil and gas industry is a very mature industry here. It's been around for decades, and you got grandparents and their children and their grandchildren all in the same industry. And it's something. It's part of the lifestyle here in Southeast New Mexico.
Yeah, but
So-
Lee County, you guys have diversified, because we know the oil and gas industry is up and down. You
Sure.
guys have diversified
Sure.
to make sure that oil and gas dips down a little bit. You got something else to step in and can help.
Yeah, and I think the cities have been working on that in the county, and I think healthcare has been an area that we have seen some big success in. The county, we did a project with Norlee, expanding one of our facilities in Hobbs to bring in more doctors. Back in 2013, we found that about $140 million a year of hospitalizations, people that needed to go to the hospitals were leaving Lee County, and we're getting those hospitalizations elsewhere, Albuquerque, or predominantly Lubbock or Albuquerque.
Right.
So, that's a industry we had some opportunity to really make things more convenient here, providing more space to make healthcare here convenient, accessible, quality, and affordable. And that's what we've been working on doing.
I had a doctor friend of mine that had cancer, and he was driving from Roswell to Lovington every day because he said the facilities in Roswell were 25 plus years old. This is not a knock on,
Yeah, sure.
but he
sure.
said the facility in Lovington, the cancer facility, he said, bar none, is the best
Yeah.
that is around.
Yeah, and I think that, that speaks to, how well how good the population here is, the how well the economy is here,
Right.
how good it is, and there's all these items that come off of having a robust economy, and Norley, hands down, it's a phenomenal facility, great leadership, great doctors and medical staff, and that's one of the reasons why the board selected to do an ongoing project with them in Hobbs. And, now that we have Covenant in Hobbs,
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
good.
How important is all that money that Covenant invested into the county? I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's huge. And, again, as it's all part of, I think, a very large strategy that the cities and the counties have of all about keeping our people here and making the place more attractive to live here. And I think Hobbs and Lovington, and the other communities, I think it's a great place to raise a family. I moved here with 3 kids, and we added 2 kids to our 3. Now we have 5 since we've been here.
Keep
But
up the good work,
yeah,
Mike.
I'm doing what I can to help our next census.
There you go.
But in all seriousness, though, as you look, if you're a young family or whatever, wherever you are in life, healthcare is an important part of where you're going to live. So I think what we have here is we're checking off the right boxes that people need, that people look at when they are deciding to move somewhere. We got healthcare. We have safe communities. The Lee County Sheriff's Office, I think we're like 95% full, if not more. Most of those positions are filled. So we have safe communities. We have healthcare. You look at Hobbs schools with C-Tech, right?
Yes.
And the junior college, lots of, and Lovington schools, the Lee County Commission partnered with Lovington schools to create this greenhouse classroom project. And, that's all about, giving our kids more skill sets that they can use outside of the classroom. So, and we have, you can fly from Hobbs to anywhere, right? On either through Denver or Houston through the county's airport. So as you look at a community to live, safety, education, healthcare, we check those boxes here. And I think the only way we're able to do that is with the industry that we have here.
Right.
And that's what we've been able to do.
Mike, the worst thing that could have happened is this HB6 that passed last year. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
People are very upset about it, especially smaller communities.
Understandably so.
And their taxes are going to the state.
Right.
And 70% of that from oil field related services. Here.
Right.
So that's the service tax where
Right.
it's not taxed.
How can we change? How can we tell our legislators when they go to January to Santa Fe, look, this ain't working. Let's change this thing.
I think that's part of the challenge with any type of new law that comes up is the unintended consequences. And I think what you see with Hobbs and Lovington and Eunice, you have these service companies that live in the city limits, right? That use city facilities, but they're providing their service out in the county. So the city that service then is being taxed at the place of the service, not at the place of the business.
Right.
That's what changed. So I think recently there was a interim legislative committee that was in Hobbs. Mayor Cobb spoke at that.
Yes.
And
Because they've lost, the city of Hobbs has lost millions.
They have. And the county, we have not, we didn't gain what they lost.
Right.
Right. The state gained what they lost. We gained a little bit, nowhere near what their losses. And I think that educating legislators throughout the state on the dire situation that these communities are in. It's not just Hobbs. You got Hobbs, you got Lovington,
Right.
you got Carlsbad, Artesia, Farmington.
I'm sure they're feeling the same thing.
Yeah, they are. So it's it's a very, again, tax structure in New Mexico. It's very complicated. You got Senate Bill 268 over here that puts the squeeze on counties. You got House Bill 6 over here that's putting the squeeze on a select few cities in the state. You got these unfunded mandates that cities and counties have to deal with. It's a challenge, but I think those are things that we have to figure out, and we do figure out how to navigate through all that. while at the still time having a great fair and rodeo,
Right.
maintaining our roads and getting positions
Mike,
filled.
where do we stand when it comes to tax revenue? As I look at the oil field, I talk to people, they say, hey, things are good, but it's a different type of good because I don't see the people that are here. I look at the hotels, I look at the RV parks.
Yeah.
I don't see the same amount of people that are here.
Yeah.
So it's a different type of good.
Yeah, it is. And that's a good point, Kevin. And I was recently at this economic development conference in Albuquerque. I went and actually our EDC of Lee County got some great recognition for the work that they do. But so I was up there and what they talked about was that how technology is great, right? Lots of good things that come out of technology.
Sure.
But, some of the companies and some places have basically we've heard people say, sometimes technology isn't designed to assist employees. It's there to replace employees. And what you're finding is that more extraction is able to happen with fewer people. And that's a good thing in some ways. It's a good thing for our energy security for the country, right? But there's I think, fewer folks in some areas, in some ways.
I mean, and
working.
it is a trickle down
It is.
effect because that guy that's out at the RV park, he's also eating at the restaurants.
That's right.
He's going to the dry cleaners. He's spending tax revenue.
Mhm.
So I've noticed that less employees, but I mean, Lee County, we got 70 working rigs in the county right now. We just hit a pinnacle peak.
Yeah, we life is overall. I think there's still lots of opportunity in Lee County, and as the communities work towards diversifying our economy, we're opening up more opportunities for employment. I'm very excited about CTEC. I think that's going to really help bring about more skilled labor, right? Be it healthcare, be it industry, be it technology. I think that's really exciting. The same thing on a smaller scale at the Lovington schools with the greenhouse project. So, I think it's the right place to be. Our tax revenue is good, though we always know it can always fluctuate, and it does fluctuate.
Right.
And so what we do right now is we focus on those improvements to make our community a safer, more attractive place to live.
There you go.
Like I said, about $24 million this year, new roadway construction. And that's the largest we've ever done. And our board members have emphasized that we need to have a safe, reliable, and efficient transportation system. And that means always fixing and, doing work on big county roads and those residential county roads. And our assistant county manager, Corey Needham, and the road department staff, they do a phenomenal job at doing that.
And the new building is open. I mean, that you got a lot of grief about that, but that really wasn't the county.
What new building was it? I don't remember.
Yeah. It wasn't anybody. It was contractors suing and so
we got that done. We're happy. We're very proud of that facility. Again, that's an interesting thing that you mentioned there. That's a 93,000 square foot facility. The counties have a unfunded state mandate to house the district attorney's office and district courts. So that 93,000 square feet, the county, we're using about 1,600, maybe 2,000 square feet of it. That's fine. It is in our community. And our board wanted to have a facility that the community could be proud of in downtown Lovington. And it fits perfectly. It complements the historic courthouse.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a really nice addition to the community.
Right. Mike, an issue that came up with the city of Hobbs.
You are asking some questions today.
It's not softballing you, Mike.
The thing was, property's been purchased to bring an abortion clinic to Hobbs. Okay. Now, people are concerned about it because, that means they'll put one in over here. Now they'll put one over here. What is the stance on the county of regarding ordinances to keep those businesses out of here? Because you still have to have a lot of permitting, right?
Right. So I'll tell you, a few years ago, this board passed a resolution that declared Lee County as a sanctuary county for the unborn children. So I think that speaks volumes on how this board views the sanctity of life and how it, every life matters. And, that's something that the city is having to deal with. And at the county. That's something we don't have a facility yet being looked at in the county. But I know the board has expressed their preference for our county being a sanctuary county for the unborn.
Yes. Keep it that way.
Trying to keep it that way.
There you go. Hey, that'll wrap up, man. Thanks for
Hey,
coming in.
appreciate you, Mike. Thank you.
Likewise, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
So anybody has any questions they want to get in touch with you?
Yeah, so I'll kind of do a plug here real quick.
Yeah.
So a couple things. One, you can email me, leecounty@leecounty.net. My cell, 575-605-6567. Yeah, we're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We've been streaming our meetings live, and the old meeting videos are on our website, leecounty.net. Click the tab that says meetings. Our community engagement department has been doing, I think it's a new department, and they've been doing a great job of getting the word out. And we have a lot of exciting things to talk about. And if I could the next time, I would love to do that.
Great. Fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mike Gallagher, for coming in. Russ Black Radio coming up next. Fox News Now. We'll see you tomorrow. Finally, Friday. Be in the Breakfast Club tomorrow morning on W105.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Chris Foster. Waters receding along Florida's southeastern western coast, that is. Wind, flooding, and record storm surge from what was Hurricane Ian has damaged or destroyed an untold number of homes.
The impacts of this storm are historic.